So today we're taking a look at designer screen shades, PowerRise 2.0. And I've got my designer screen shades head rail here. This is the cassette head rail with the screen inside the shade here. And if I look, this is a right-hand motor. Now there's 4 little screws that hold this motor into place here. Here's a look at one of the screws there. Very tiny little screw. There's 4 of them I would have to remove. For the interest of time, I've already removed the screws and I've removed the end cap off of the shade. The end cap's held on with 4 pieces of foam tape. I have to very gently work that off with the end of a screwdriver to get that back on. I would be reapplying a double stick tape to this to reinsert it onto the shade. Go ahead and slide the motor out here, and I'm holding onto the fabric here and sliding the motor out. The motor is very exciting. Pulling the motor out here. The motor is very exciting. It actually has a couple of ports on it here. Here's one of the ports here at the top here. Here's the 6-pin port that plugs into the adapter for home automation. If I was going to do that, there is an adapter available. So there's a look at the 2 plugs. This would actually occur on the front of the shade inside the head rail above the eye here. There's the wheel here that lets the motor housing know here, the controller here, know that the motor is turning. Here's the motor in here that drives the shade. Now when I look at this driver here, this is a little bit bigger driver. It's a little bit bigger tube than the standard designer screen shade cassette PowerRise shade. So I can't just take a cassette shade, take the clutch off it, and upgrade it to the PowerRise system. This is a nice 18-volt system, but it uses a bigger tube to raise and lower the shade. So that's something to keep in mind for my PowerRise designer screen shade. And that's a look at the motor and what's going on inside the head rail for a designer screen shade Platinum 2.0 PowerRise.